Hi everybody, I am here with the blooming Faith.
Thank you.
Who wasn't blooming last time I saw you and has just blossomed over the last few months.
Thank you. Yes.
Obviously we're talking about pregnancy.
Yes. I haven't put on weight. Yeah, I'm 9 months pregnant now, so.
So Faith has popped along as one of my clients to just talk to people who are considering coming to see me for a session of hypnotherapy or EFT, to just give some information about your experience, because you've been to see me for a couple of different things.
Yeah, so I think you just started up your practice when I first came along, and it was on it was for a number of reasons actually. I've been to see you over the last few years, but I think first of all I came to see you about confidence. I'd had some previous work experience where I'd been sort of bullied quite a lot in the workplace by some senior salespeople, and it really knocked my confidence in terms of being able to deliver presentations, really feeling like I didn't have the ability to actually do my job properly. Made me very self-conscious about who I was and where I was going within my career. So I was at a pretty low place actually when I first came to see you.
Yeah. And after that first session, what was it that you particularly experienced that you'd like to share with people?
Well, I think it wasn't just the bullying at work. I think what actually came out of the experience with you was around some bullying that happened at school, actually, as well. And we sort of dug deep into those experiences, and they all sort of came to the surface, and it was a combination of the bullying at school and the bullying at work that had actually escalated into these deep-rooted thoughts that I had about myself.
Yeah, so we were able to identify that actually the bullying when you were at school was triggering what was happening then in your life, which was almost amplifying it.
Yeah.
So we were able to use hypnotherapy to be able to clear and process the experiences of both those events without you having to sort of go into all the history and detail of your childhood and all the rest of it.
And in actual fact, I'd forgotten a lot of the bullying experience at school, and I think by bringing that to the surface again and clearing a lot of those thoughts and releasing those thoughts, it felt like a weight had lifted off me from somewhere internally somewhere.
Yeah, just processing those memories. And over the years, as you say, you've come back to get different things. It's like going shopping for different clothes, isn't it? It's like, I'll have that now and I'll now have that. So what else is it that you came along for? Because I know we did some work around presentations and your confidence around that.
Yeah, I think I had to do a lot of presentations in my work, and there was always quite a lot of pressure for me to be delivering really good presentations, and I'd had a couple of experiences where nerves had got the better of me. For example, doing a web conference where it sounded ridiculous, but my cat had just died the day before. I was on a web conference trying to deliver a presentation to around about 100 people, and the fear just sunk into me, and I had to pull out all the plugs and put down the phone and just run away, and I just cried, and I was holding on to that experience for a long time, and whenever I kept thinking about, I've got to do a presentation, that thought just kept coming back to me, and it was frankly haunting me, and I was just trying to run away. Every time I thought someone might say, Faith, do you want to present? One part of me was saying, I've got to do this for my career, but the rest was just thinking, I'm not going to sleep for a week just thinking about doing this. So.
Yeah, so there's that absolute terror of doing
Yeah.
anything in the future. And so from working with me, what did that allow you to do differently?
I think it just allowed me to put that thought to bed, and it was an experience that happened which would have been triggered by something deep rooted inside of me, and by seeing you, it actually gave me the confidence to think, I can do this, and I have done it since. I've done it a lot of times since, and had really good feedback on how I delivered the presentation and how relaxed I was. You know, I wasn't tense, and you know, being honest, you still get the nerves, but I've learnt to cope with those nerves now. And
yeah, because we taught you EFT as well, didn't we? The tapping.
yes.
To just help calm down, because you're right, you know, if you're going up in front of 100 people, it's natural that you might feel a little bit, but very different to that overwhelming want to just run and
exactly
disappear and never come out again.
And I went to one of your workshops as well.
Yes.
Where I learnt to do the tapping myself, which has been brilliant. So whenever I know something's coming up, which might make me feel a little bit uncertain, you know, I've just used the techniques that you've taught me just to really relax and calm myself down, and just go in with a positive, open mind and think I can do this.
Fantastic. And we've just done that so
Yes.
that Baba just slips right out there, and you've got a glass of wine, a glass of wine in your hand 5 minutes later.
Absolutely. So yeah, I mean, it was just great just having some relaxation and some positive thoughts around the whole childbirth experience, and yeah, I feel great. I'm like, bring it on.
Fantastic. And for people that are watching, if you are Scotland based, then you can come and see me one-to-one, or we can have a Skype session, and alternatively, no matter where you are in the world, get in touch with me via the contact details, and we can arrange a Skype session, and you can enjoy some of the experiences that Faith have had